Hey guys, it's TJ from the future, and I'm here in this post-apocalyptic world, and I'm going to be sharing what my daily routine is. So, as you can see, this used to be nice sunny Boston, but, I mean, hasn't really gone too well. But, I managed to survive. I mean, I'm sitting here on this, I found a camera here that was I put it on top of 2 barrels, so not great, but it'll work. So I'm just kind of doing that. I kind of set that up. You might be wondering how I'm uploading this to the past, and that's a whole different story. Maybe I'll share it sometime later. But I guess we'll start with how this world came about. And really, what happened is it was the year 2020. It was during, I guess where it started was the presidential debates. There were 2 main candidates up, Kanye West and Donald Trump. Not the best decision, not the best choices, but, we had to choose the lesser of 2 evils. I can't really tell you which one was elected, unfortunately, but one of them was elected. It led to a lot of controversy, a lot of fights and stuff, and basically it was a fight about who the best rapper was, and this ended up happening. So yeah, basically, it's not an easy life. I was lucky to find this Red Rocket gas station here. Had a nice supply of Dr. Pepper, and it's not bad. I also found this nice rolling chair. One of the wheels is broken, but it works, So I just decided, why not make a video for my channel that actually meant something in the past. Now, basically, I sleep in there. It's a rough life. What happened, immediately after the bomb is, basically, I was on a vacation in Boston, and this bomb went off. And, we were landed there. We got moved to this place under the airport. It was pretty cool. It was like a bunker. And we were there for quite a while. Lived out, a year. At least it felt like a year. Went back up to the surface, and, kind of people dispersed throughout. I found here, said, hey, this looks familiar. Decided to camp there because it looks familiar. Not really sure what it is about it that looks so familiar, but something about it is familiar. So, I head in there, and, it's pretty cool. I mean, I found a dog. It was actually April, my dog. My pre-war dog. She was on the vacation with us. She went in the bunker with us. So I found her there, or not found her there, but brought her there. We're chilling here. It's pretty cool. It's, it's a lot to take in, the whole world is just, I'm not sure about the whole world. It could just be the area that I'm in, but the car's gone. So there's no, communication with outside world. There's no more internet. I don't know what's going on in the outside world. For all I know, everybody else in the world is fine, and it's literally this, I don't know. I've traveled quite a bit and I haven't found anything. It could be just this area that I'm in, and everything else is completely fine. I really don't know. But I made it this my home as best I could. Had a small problem with these giant, I don't know, it's hard to explain. They're like rats, but with really sharp teeth, foaming at the mouth, 4 eyes, and they just kind of were camping there. Because obviously, a gas station would be a pretty good place for food. There's lots of shelves of food and stuff, so in a nuclear apocalypse, things would fall over, and then they could get to that stuff. Obviously, the radiation changed them a small bit. man, irradiated Dr. Pepper that is lukewarm because there's no there's no electricity, so you can't really freeze it. You know, it's quite a few years past its expiration date. It's rough, but you know, we use what we can get. So I do have a bed. I mean, it's not much of a bed. It was kind of, while I was scavenging, I found numerous sleeping bags on my travels. So I just kind of have a stack of sleeping bags that are just piled high. And unfortunately, I can't go show you because this camera is plugged into this small generator. And so if I unplug it, it'll immediately run out of battery. So, you know, unfortunately, that's not possible. But, you know, you just have to take my word for it. But yeah, I have, you know, an inch or two, more than an inch or two. I have like a foot of sleeping bags all piled on top of each other. I don't have, my suitcase is what I use as a pillow. It's full of old clothes and stuff I found in my old clothes. April, you know, I wish I could say she was okay with sleeping on the rock hard floor, but unfortunately that's not the case. Usually I'm forced to share with her, and by share I mean she takes up 80% of the sleeping bag, and I'm kind of like awkwardly placed halfway on the ground and halfway on the sleeping bag. So morning or nights, not ideal. I heard a door. Be right back. Oh man, sorry, it was just some raiders. You know, there's little raider gangs that, you know, go around scavenging for what they can. You know, I understand it's tough times, but I don't get why people all turn against each other. You know, if we all work together, we could probably rebuild somewhat of a civilization. But it's not as bad as you think, you know. All your families and friends perished or lost to a nuclear apocalypse. No home, no clean food, no refrigerator, no electricity. Worst of all, no internet. Until this whole contraption I made. But, you know, it does sound pretty bad, but it's not all bad. There's no lines at grocery stores or amusement parks. The grocery stores usually don't contain anything, and the amusement parks don't work, but, you know, maybe you'll find a corn dog someone dropped on the ground, you know, in their panic, or, you know, a box of Dandy Boy apples, maybe. You know, you have to think of you know, when the nuclear apocalypse happens, you need to think, okay, what's the best place to go? Where can I get all my supplies and all that stuff? And then you have to think, what's the opposite of that? Because you don't want to go where everyone else is going. You need to find materials where no one else has. Which is why I'm here. I was like, look, it's a crappy gas station. I've heard it has terrible food and everything. Why would anybody go there? And let me tell you, it is pretty bad. But, you know, not all bad. I'm trying to think of some other positives. No rules. That's good and bad. No curfew. That's also good and bad. But then again, the no curfew thing doesn't really help, because it's like, what am I gonna do? I mean, I don't have a phone, no internet, no way to, like, it's rough. I don't know, what I do for fun, you know, when there's not a whole lot of stuff, is, you know, I try to, well, first of all, I play this game called I Try to Survive, where I try to survive. Then there's another game, Fight Off the Raiders. And, you know, sometimes if there's no immediate survival risk or raiders, then I try playing the Florida's Hot Lava, where basically, you know, all the roads, they've cracked, they've separated, as you can kind of see, like right here. I mean, right here. And, you know, you have to try to jump over all the stuff, you know. I've traveled all the way that mountain one time and only touched the ground 4 or 5 times. Now you might be wondering, what's going on with my face when what did I do? You might be wondering what's going on with the little dots. It's just a little bit of radiation. Okay, so just ignore that. You might be wondering, why is the chair green right here? And it's not because of a green screen. You might be wondering, how I managed to do my hair look so stylish. And I went to a local thrift shop, got some clothes, and I went to a haircut place, because no one would expect to go to a haircut place in a nuclear apocalypse. Who needs all that stuff? But it's actually surprisingly useful. I got a ton of scissors. So I can keep my hair nice and groomed. I got a ton of hair gel, like a lifetime supply of hair gel. Like, they have boxes that are like that big of just hair gel. And it's slightly irradiated, makes my head feel a little tingly, and my hair kind of falls out sometimes. But luckily, they have a hair regrowth formula, so it's not all bad. Trying to think of some other things. My daily routine is usually wake up. I would say the time, but I don't know the time. There's no watches are all destroyed and out of batteries. Obviously phones are out of batteries. I mean, all I can tell is by the sun, but daylight savings time, rotation of the earth. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I wake up, usually, the sun's just over those mountains, just barely above them. It's nice morning. April likes sleeping a ton. You'd expect her to be up at the crack of dawn defending, but she likes her sleep, so she'll just remain sleeping. I'll wake up, look around, go back to bed, wake up, probably go back to bed until the sun is about there. And then that's when I actually get to doing stuff. Look around, no, raiders or anything. And I usually go on a venture in the morning, to Concord, which is not far from here. Some just other towns and stuff like that I try to, get materials from. I usually collect some of the wood that's peeling off from the radiation and explosion from those lamp posts right there. Not lamp posts, but electric posts, in case I need wood. I find a few spare pieces of metal from cars and stuff to patch up the walls and stuff. Luckily, the garage things still work, so there's this little red thing hanging from a wire, and if I pull it, then the garage slams down in case there's any ghouls or raiders. I found a baseball bat once, some duct tape. Surprisingly, duct tape is very, 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 very useful in the post-apocalyptic world. You wouldn't imagine 99% of things that I own are held together by duct tape and forks and spare parts. But I got a bat, taped some scissors onto it, so it's a really spiky bat. It's pretty cool. I turned some smaller pieces into armor with some duct tape to hold them together. So I have a few pieces. I mean, I'm not sure if I can find it. I mean, this thing, I'm not sure how long this generator is going to last. Since it is a gas station, luckily I found that much gas, in the big gas jugs. But I have that stuff, which is good. And yeah, the gas is what I use to power it. But I wake up, go on a little venture. Some of the cooler things I found, power armor right there. I mean, I'm not even sure where the heck that came from. I mean, like, it's pretty cool. Every once in a while, I do meet a friendly face. I actually found Obama once. Um, it was, it was pretty cool. He grew quite a nice afro. It was really cool. I only saw him for a little bit until the Raiders came. We had to part ways. No idea where he is now. And he had an important message, but I couldn't understand him because he was like, I need to tell you. And then the Raiders came, and it was just, we had to run. Some other cool things I found. I don't know, not a ton of cool things. One time I found a pistol had like 2 bullets left. And unfortunately, those were wasted. Well, you kind of get paranoid. So every once in a while, rocks will look like people heading towards you. Maybe feral ghouls or like super mutants heading towards you. There's a lot of odd creatures here. There's I don't know. So there's those weird rat creatures I told you about. There's dogs with 6 tails, like 3 ears, but their third ear is like coming out right here, and it's like flop in front of their face, so they're like pretty blind. And like their mouth is like kind of separated into 2 mouths, so it's really it's quite odd. A lot of weird things have happened. This thing is about to run out of battery, I think, so I'm gonna need to this generator here that is also producing nice warm light is running out of fuel, but so I'm gonna have to hurry this up. But I'm trying to think of what else. I mean, it was pretty it's not easy. Some of the worst things that have happened are a group of raiders took them down by throwing a ton of rocks at them. And I don't really know what happened. I ducked in cover. I was like, this is the end. I see April dart towards him. I just hear, red, red, ah! And I look up. April's like all happy and stuff, and all the raiders are just on the ground, like dead, with like all their stuff like thrown everywhere. One guy was like 10 feet away from the rest of the guys. He looked like he'd been like dragged. There's like claw marks in the sand here. April really has helped me get through this. I haven't harmed anybody except for throwing rocks at them. There was a robot once kind of hovering through, just kind of, it was like, whoa, man. Like, it seemed like it was really odd. It was just like, whoa, trippy. Just kind of like floating by. And, it was really odd. I tried talking to him, but he just kept going by like, I gotta go, man, I gotta go. Just was like floating by. I was like, but yeah, and then after I'm done adventuring, I head back. If I encounter anybody, April takes care of them like that. It's insane. It's just bada bing, bada boom, screams, barking like you just heard. She probably just took a guy out. I'm not even kidding. And then just done. Just everybody's gone. And all that cool stuff I told you I found, she found it, not me. I just walked in there. She rummaged through all these things and brought it to me. And honestly, she's the one who's gotten me through this. Don't ask me who that dog is right there, because I don't know. And he's staying awfully... maybe that's a statue April found or something. But yeah, usually I head back. I have no idea which way is home. April leads me. Yeah, now thinking about it, I'd be dead without April. She leads me back. She catches something. She puts it on this little steak, roasts it over the nice fire. I'm not even kidding. I don't do like any of this stuff. She does, like, I don't know how. She just gets everything taken care of. She's taking care of me. I'm not taking care of her. We have a nice one meal, dinner, I guess. I've lost a lot of weight. I'm pretty skinny. And yes, we eat. Then we tell campfire stories over the fire. Hers are usually composed of silence, growls, ear twitches. I only have like one story that I tell over and over, and I sing the SpongeBob campfire. The Let's gather it. Oh, Raiders. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. I think this thing's about to run out of fuel. I'm gonna go help April attack the Raiders, and yeah, bye.